The transfer of foods. The transfer of foods between the Old and New World during the Columbian Exchange had important consequences for world history. There are two channels through which the Columbian Exchange expanded the global supply of agricultural goods. First, it introduced previously unknown species to the Old World. Many of these species, like potatoes, sweet potatoes, maize, and cassava, also known as manioc, resulted in caloric and nutritional improvements over previously existing staples. Other crops such as tomatoes, cacao, and chili peppers were not by themselves especially rich in calories, but complemented existing foods by increasing vitamin intake and improving taste. In many instances, the New World foods had an important effect on the evolution of local cuisines. Chili peppers gave rise to spicy curries in India, to paprika in Hungary, and to spicy kimchi in Korea. Tomatoes significantly altered the cuisine of Italy and other Mediterranean countries. Potatoes did not exist in Europe before 1492. They first appeared in Ireland sometime in the late 16th century, and very quickly the starchy tubers, high in calories, easy to cultivate, capable of rot-free storage in the ground, became the island's staple crop. The increased nutrition provided by potatoes allowed Ireland's population to explode, from 1 million in the middle of the 17th century to 8 million 200 years later. It is believed that the Native Americans began to use tobacco around the 1st century BCE. Tobacco was quickly adapted by Europeans. At first, tobacco was regarded and consumed only as a medicine, but later became recreational. The discovery of the Americas provided the Old World with vast quantities of relatively unpopulated land well suited for the cultivation of certain crops that were in high demand in Old World markets. Crops such as sugar, coffee, soybeans, oranges, and bananas were all introduced to the New World, and the Americas quickly became the main suppliers of these crops, which were sent back to markets in Europe. European colonial powers, led by France, Spain, and Great Britain, tried to use their colonies to improve their economies, became self-sufficient through mercantilism. They created colonies in Africa and the Americas and Asia. The colonies provided raw materials, which were then turned into manufacturing goods and sold back to the colonies. Under this system, European countries competed for raw materials in new markets. They gained wealth from gold and silver.